Do you find yourself stuck in life? Do you find it a challenge to put in place the goals that you have set for yourself? Do you tell yourself, I feel stuck? Well, today I'm talking about the three biggest mistakes that you can be making, that I made, that kept me stuck. That's right. I am talking about the three biggest mistakes that you could be making that's keeping you stuck. Hi, I'm Shanita. I am your mindset coach. I help women to heal from their traumatic experiences as well as uncover and discover who they are so they can live a life of wholeness and purpose. Let's get to it. So, a lot of times, we experience trauma and we develop ways of life that protects us when we're younger, but when we get older, it hinders us from moving forward in our lives. It keeps us stuck. And the first thing that kept me stuck from moving forward, that kept me spiraling, my first problem was avoiding my emotions. That's right, avoiding my emotions. Instead of sitting with them, instead of acknowledging them, instead of actually giving a name and a voice to what I was feeling, I avoided my emotions. And I avoided my emotions by keeping busy. That was my thing, keeping busy. On my healing journey, is one of my healing journeys. I was raising my kids during that time. So I kept busy. I was involved in church. I kept busy. I found things to do around the house. I kept busy. I kept busy for many, many years. So keeping busy helped me to avoid my emotions, but it also kept me stuck. So I want you to ask yourself, are you avoiding your emotions? Do you find it hard to just sit still with yourself and be and allow those feelings and those emotions to come up, to give them a name, to give it time, to allow them to flow through you? If you find yourself struggling and avoiding your emotions, one of the things I want you to begin to do is take 5 minutes a day and write down what you're feeling. That's it. 5 minutes a day and write down what you're feeling. Give voice to your emotions, to your feelings. All right, the second point I have for you today is believing you are not enough. Now, that was definitely a challenge for me. And it was for years I believed I was not enough. And I lived my life in accordance to that feeling that I was not enough. So I tried to do the right thing. I tried to please people, to make people happy. Yes, I was a people pleaser. And some of you guys are there too. You're a people pleaser as well. Just go ahead and admit it. Yep, that's you as well. Yes, absolutely. Why? Because you believe you're not enough. So you need to continue to do whatever it takes to please people in order for them to validate your being, believing you're not enough. So to overcome that, I want you to first thing is begin to tell yourself every single day, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I want you to tell that to yourself so often to where you start believing it because it's true. You are enough just as you are. You are enough. Believe it. All right, and the third point I would like to make today is the mistakes that we make that keeps us stuck. The third one is staying in toxic environments, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a community. Staying in toxic environments keeps us stuck. Why? Because all of our energy turns to how can we survive from moment to moment? What are we going to do? How are we going to make it? How are we going to, you know, for some people, how are we going to put up with our neighbors? How am I going to put up with family? How can I survive in this environment? Some of you guys' environment is so emotionally draining that it keeps you in a cycle. You don't have time to work on yourself. You don't have time to build yourself up. You don't have time to take the next step for your life in the right direction because you are emotionally drained from your toxic environment. So, the first thing that I want you to do, if you find yourself in a toxic environment, one of the first things you need to figure out is why are you there? Why are you there? What's keeping you in that environment? Are you gaining something from it? Why are you there? And then the second thing I want you to think about is what step do you need to make in order to either change the environment or leave the environment? What is that first small step that you need to make? And then the third thing, in terms of stay your toxic environment, is take the first small baby step. Take that small step in the right direction. Whether it's, oh, I need to start looking for a better job, so you're improving or redoing your resume, or it is, oh, I need to put up some boundaries. Take that first small baby steps in order to move your life in the right direction, to become unstuck, to work on your personal health, your personal mental health. Take the right next step. All right, those are your three biggest mistakes that keeps us stuck, and those were tips in order for you to take the next steps in the right direction. All right, until next time. Once again, I am Shanita. I'm your mindset coach. I help individuals to heal from their traumatic experiences as well as uncover and discover who they are so they can be given to live a life of wholeness and purpose. Until next time, you continue to work on you.